So she talked about the passport bros, and if you know about the passport bros, there are some guys that date foreign chicks, and they're getting a lot of shade right now because the foreign chicks are coming on, like chicks from the Philippines, like, come here, Americans, come to us, we will take you nice, and they fold their clothes and they rub their back. Boy, people be hating on the passport bros, but it's a cultural difference. The women there are very submissive, and it goes along with some of the traditional values. And women in the United States get really butthurt about that whole concept. You know?
You know what I'm thinking of when you just mentioned the passport bros coming to America? Well, you can have what I like. Bark like a
Exactly.
dog.
Yeah.
Roof, roof, roof.
Yeah. And it's not like that. With that submissiveness comes responsibility as a man. You're not supposed to overpower. I made a video about it, about the word submissive. I had this lady on my couch the other day, and we watched the video, and she was like, "Oh my God, I would never be submissive to a man." I was like, "Boy, I wish I had a microphone on you right now." I was like, "I'll put you on camera, but the people in the comments might have their way with you, and you might start crying." But she had some trauma issues that she didn't trust men, and that's what it is. When women don't trust men, they feel that they're going to be left out in the cold, and if something happens, people ask me, "Well, what?" I have daughters, and people say, "Do you want your daughter to be submissive to a man?" I was like, "I want my daughter to find a man like me to be submissive to, because I know my wife is a submissive woman to me because I treat her a certain way, and I provide and I take care of my family. So I submit to her, she submits to me. We're submissive to each other, and that's the kind of relationship I want for my daughter. That she finds a man that is like me and she can submit to, and then I don't have to worry about it. She's well taken care of. So this woman does not look like a submissive woman. She says she is, but she is obviously not. Just because you cook and you clean and you do some domestic tasks doesn't mean you're overall submissive in your approach to how things are operate in the household. She's a very masculine woman that has the "I'm submissive because I know." It's a lifestyle, okay? It's not a diet. All right. People go on a diet, they lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, but they haven't changed their lifestyle. So they gain it right back with more. Okay. So we don't want, it's not a quick fix. It's an overall way of thinking, and it's a concept that we have lost here in the Western society with all these things happening, with all the women seeing the finish line. They want the 6 foot guy, the this and that and the third. I'm sure she wants to do it at 6'2". I'm sure. Yep. I'm sure her list is, I want a guy that's 6'2", 150K. He's got to be single. Well, he can have one kid, but he can't have any baby mama drama. And that's who I want. He's got to be a man of God. He's got to love his mama. He's got to, be a good guy. Those guys aren't checking for you.
Right. I think you hit it right on the head, right? You got to define what submissiveness looks like, because not everybody has a clear definition of submissiveness. Like you said, you're basically putting your spouse before you, vice versa.
Right.
So when they ask you, would you want your daughter? And you said the right thing. I want my daughter to find a guy like me to be submissive to, because that guy is going to return. It's the laws of reciprocity. You know, we got to put each other before one. And when you have that selflessness act, you're going to have a better outcome. You're not going to be bitter. You're not going to have trauma, because you're always looking out for the next. And you're always thinking about the decisions that I make, how it's going to impact, the spouse or the family. And when you get in that, that's where you're actually going to grow. And that's when you come interdependent. And there's no single person that's going to be able to accomplish more than two individuals working, as one.
Yeah, for that family unit, man. Every decision you make, the moves that you're making is for the betterment of the family. And I mean, once a woman understands that and she has the right guy, it is beautiful. It is symbiotic. The relationship can grow, and it's the perfect environment for raising children, because the children see this example of how my mom and dad interact, how things are supposed to be, and that's what they want subconsciously they're gaining all this data on how to live and how to hopefully choose the right person. You know. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man, it's craziness out here in these streets, Bo. It's craziness. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not in these streets, man, because I don't know how, I'll probably be single for the rest of my life if that was the case, because these women these days, the
Right.
modern their thought process is off.
Right.
And I don't know if I have the patience to reprogram.
Right. I
It
Yeah.
just
It's just crazy. It's so much. Everybody's so disposable out here, and people aren't serious. People aren't treating marriage and family like life or death. They think it's a game. Like this woman, she thinks it's a game, and she's bitter. Instead of looking inward and saying, "Hey, how can I present myself to the world and to my future mate as a respectable woman?" She's out here on social media venting. That's the worst thing you could do.
that, that's the biggest turn off for me.
Biggest
You out,
turnoff.
you need attention. Like, you
It,
know, that's all. You're craving for attention seekers. And you're going to get what you're asking for. You're going to get those guys that's going to be in your inbox, and they're going to sell you a bunch of dreams, and it's just a mind game. And then you're going to continue to be in this perpetual cycle of um, it's them. And I'm not saying
it's
it's
them. It's them. It,
actually are contributing to this. So if
yeah.
you got to change your mentality first, and then you will get different results. But until then, you're going to continue to feel like the modern independent woman, and you're going to continue to be single.
Yeah, you said it right, man. Nobody ever gets on TikTok or a thing and be like, "Man, I've been a really bad woman. I've been doing all of this. I've got to get better. I've got to improve." It's always women in general. They talk about general, and then they talk about what men aren't doing for them. Nobody wants to be accountable. Nobody wants says, "Man, I've been a bad wife. I did this. I did that. I did this, and I got to tighten up." Nobody wants to say that. And man, we've got to stop. We have to stop choosing these thoughts. Stop giving them attention. Okay. If you see this nonsense in there, ignore it. Do not respond. Do not say, "Ooh, I like those cakes." Have the little peach symbol. Okay. Because she wants that dopamine hit. Okay. I see dudes from Africa, dudes from India, dudes from all over the world responding to that. "Ooh, yeah, baby." They egging her on because she's a clown. Uh, guys, man, guys, this woman, you should be running from this woman from the time she opened her mouth. The time she started with I've got the cakes and she slapped her booty. Once you do that, not wife material.
Right.
Duns.
She belongs to the streets.
And tell, from her outbursts that she's very emotional, right? And when emotions go up, logic goes down. When emotions go up, logic goes down. So everything she said, there was no logic to it. Because we're, as humans, we're actually built to be with another, individual, not to be alone. And when you look at yourself like you can't do no wrong and they don't deserve you,
What?
internal,
Yeah.
why your outlook is that, because that means that you're part of the common denominator.
Right. When you start thinking, "I am the prize," okay? I've heard this, and even men do it and the women do it. "I am the prize." Boy, hey, stop all of that. You're both prizes to each other. You're both two people trying to come together. Once you start to put yourself above someone, then it's the wrong thing. You're right here working together. No, there's no prizes. The prize is winning in life. Okay. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
right there. When like, we don't know how much time we got left, so you want to be with somebody that has the same values. And right now, your values you need to realign your values and kind of do some soul searching and look at what your goals are. You know, you have children that you want to raise and you want them to, I don't know, hopefully you don't want them to have the same mindset. You want them to have a better experience, but it's going to start with you inside the change and mature. But I'm actually going to pray for you because we can't cheat nobody's learning curve, you know. So you still got time, hopefully. You know, we don't know this, the day we're living in is very crazy. So I just, you know, I wish you the best and I hope it turns around for you. But you got to look on the inside. Stay, but I'm definitely sure that you don't, you know, have the best relationship with your dad growing up, because if you did, your outlook would be total different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, Bo, man, I want to thank you for joining me on this video reaction. You spit some fire here that I didn't even think about, but it's good to hear your opinion. And we got to do this thing again, man. You know, let me know when you're available. I want to thank the audience for coming on this journey with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Brent in Miami. Bo Max launching a channel soon. Bo Mac knows, so make sure you check him out. Bo, anything you want to say to the audience?
Hey, we appreciate your time. This is a ministry. This is what we do. Give back is all about helping others. And when you help others, you're going to be taken care of. So somebody could have took these gems and kind of did a trajectory change,
Yeah.
path
All
of
right.
change because of what we're talking about. So blessings to everybody.
Blessings. All right. We'll catch you next time. Peace. All right, Bo. Later, man.
All right, later.